Alright everybody, ding ding ding, we are back at it once again. This is Troy Vaughn, also known as Trey Amazing, your favorite part-time stripper, part-time megachurch pastor, but full-time dating commentator here in Atlanta, Georgia, and once again, backed by popular and horny demand.
Horny demand.
Horny demand.
The demand.
Y'all are popular out there and you're making people horny. I have famous sexperts. Y'all are famous.
That.
Y'all you need to claim your famiosity.
Thank you.
Okay? We got sexperts Laydee, Vee and Dee Blizzak in the house, back at it again.
AKA the demand.
The demand. Y'all heard it.
It sounds like some wrestling new group or something like that.
The demand. Look, well, y'all are in demand. I mean, you guys are. I mean, people know y'all. Y'all have a name out there. You have a credible reputation. Mm-hmm. You're getting requests to speak at events.
Yes.
So everything that's going on, and every time I interview the both of you, I learn something new. And you guys, once again, without fail, you have increased my vocabulary. So talking with you, coming across this word, Hotwife.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh.
Hotwife.
Let's talk about it. Yes,
because again, I just learned what Hotwife was a few days ago. Just a few days ago. So that's just another. I'm sorry to let people know I'm still somewhat vanilla, trying to get out of that. But that's why I have you two. So
still learning, still growing.
But first, hold on, can we say hi to your people? Because they asking us to come back, and we back.
We must be doing something right.
We must be doing something right. Y'all so hey, people, we love you guys, and thank y'all for having us back
once again. Oh, and is this the first show of the new year?
Oh,
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year,
first
people!
Y'all show of the New Year.
Yes.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! And we
2023 up in you.
Yeah. This is round what? What round is this?
I lost round.
I lost count. I literally lost count. Dang! Oh.
Swingers. Face-sitting, threesome, bisexual. This is 5.
Oh my God!
5 alive.
Yo, we knocking motherfuckers out.
Yo,
pow, pow, pow.
Because again, anybody, if you are on my channel, go check out Atlanta Swingers and Face-sitting. 2 of the highest viewership on my channel.
Say that again.
At Face-sitting
and
Atlanta Swingers.
Oh my God! It's 2 of the hottest.
In terms of viewership and comments,
Oh my God!
2 of the highest.
I think people are.
I love us.
I think people are intrigued about the lifestyle, and we're just happy to be able to bring it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate the both of you. You guys are awesome ambassadors. Anybody who is familiar with the lifestyle, they're living in Atlanta, Georgia, if they don't know about you, then they suspect.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm like.
Facts.
So, okay, break it down. Break it down for me. Hey, if you want to toot your own horns on camera, go for it. You know what? How about you don't? Because you two, they be tripping. I don't want this video pulled.
Listen, no. See, people people that know us and know that the story that comes behind us, and then you guys are real celebrities, in these streets, and y'all don't want to admit to it, but we're humbled, and we just love being us. So that's not being celebrity-ish to me. It's just us being us. It's us being real. And I think
whatever real is.
Yeah, whatever is real is nowadays. We just being us. And so people tend to like us. So it's not us being celebrities. We've been in some awesome arenas. Mm-hmm. I mean, awesome arenas, and we continue to be in those arenas. But it just keeps us humble.
Well, I mean, that type of, I think, transparency and authenticity is very attractive. Because again, I mean, you guys, it's great to be humble. Other people that haven't, gotten half of your success, let it go to their heads.
Yeah.
And again, this is Atlanta, Georgia, so I'm used to that. But with everything, the impact that you two are making, the fact that you can still be down to earth is very refreshing.
Yeah.
Especially again in a city like Atlanta and some of these other places. Forget about it.
Yeah, our homeboy said, we just did an interview Thursday, and he's like, the fact that I could still hit y'all up and, say, hey, we want to interview, and y'all been on CNN, and y'all done did this and this and the third, New York Magazine,
We're still
humble.
accessible and everything. Okay, but
Well,
Let's talk about
I
that.
appreciate the accessibility, and I'm glad, and that's the reason why we're here today, because
We're accessible.
you are accessible, and you are, and the both of you are a beacon of knowledge in terms of helping me with my awareness and vocabulary. Because, so with a hot wife, now, okay, quick, let me ask, Lady V, would you describe yourself as a hot wife?
Yes.
Okay.
Totally.
So for the viewers out there who
What
are,
is a hot wife?
yes,
They're like, what the
what
fuck?
is a hot wife? I mean, is it a wife that's just hot and attractive and sexy, or is it something deeper? Because the first time you said hot wife, I'm thinking, okay, well, yeah, Lady V, she's a hot wife.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's attractive,
I'm hot and I'm a wife.
sexy. Yeah.
It's a double, I guess, a double meaning.
Mm-hmm. Break it down.
To get into a hot wife is somebody who's encouraged. Well, their spouse, their husband, encourages the wife to sleep with other people, and that's another, I guess, another level to the lifestyle in the swinger community is the hot wife aspect of it. So I don't have any problems with her going out on a date with somebody and she's telling me about what happened or sending me pictures or something like that. And I think the hot wife, it's more of a power thing. It's more of a her using her sexiness. It's like I have a brand new Ferrari and I'm like, wow, this Ferrari's really fast. It's comfortable. You should drive it too. Sure, you want me to drive your Ferrari? Yes, I think you should drive my Ferrari. And I think that's where the husbands come into the, I guess that's where we get off at. Like, yeah, the same thing I'm experiencing, you're experiencing. So yeah.
So was it, as far as you, I guess, stepping into that role, was that your idea? Was that Dee's idea? Or was it just a conversation you guys had? Like, you know what? You know, maybe this is something we should try for our marriage.
To be honest with you, I think it just happened.
Yeah, it just
happened. We like, as your viewers know, we kind of open in our relationship, so we just open another sexual palette to our, relationship. We just open up another shade to our sexual palette.
Yeah, I think it started with one of our friends who we're still cool with to this day. He,
oh my God, yes.
I mean, he's just been off and on for about what, 10, 12 years? Yeah, about
it's been
12
past
years.
10 years.
So, I mean, they've been interacting with each other, and I think that's what it started it. It was just, okay, well, I'm comfortable with him being with you. And it was like, well, okay, are you comfortable being with somebody else?
I think you were really fully comfortable the day that we had booked a hotel room.
Yeah.
For us to have our adult play.
It was our anniversary.
Yeah, it was our anniversary. And, for those who know, who have teenagers and stuff like that, you have to book a date night, and we booked a date weekend for our anniversary. Yeah. And he said, baby, just stay in a room that morning and just get the rest because he had to be at work at 5 o'clock that morning. And so I remember his first break, he called and he was like, babe, it's 8 o'clock. What you doing? I'm like, I'm chilling in the bed. I'm relaxing. Check out to 12. So I was like, I'm relaxing. This bed feel comfortable. I feel good. I'm good. I'm chilling. He was like, well, you got company coming. And I'm like, what? He's like, I called over your boo and he's on his way over to you. And I'm like, wait.
Send a boo over.
Wait, hold up. Pause. I'm like,
send a boo.
I'm saying, yeah. I'm like, wait, what do you mean?
That's like, it's like Postmates for dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I'm like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, he's on his way there, and you need to get ready. I'm like, but baby, you at work? And he's like, yeah, take pictures. He already know what to do.
Pictures and videos.
And it was funny because when he got there, he literally set up his phone, was like, yo, my man said take pictures. And this is what we about to do.
He wants some pictures.
And he was like, he set up the video, the pictures, and I was like, it was because it was the first time we ever did that. And I was like,
oh, that was busting your cherry.
Yeah.
I mean, she's been with him, with me watching and whatnot.
Yeah, but I never was alone with him.
So it was a new thing.
So just really quick because this is, in my mind. So, Dee, for you, for the husbands or the boyfriends out there watching, from your experience, you get a rise out of this, or it turns you on sexually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was at work,
to see it or know it, or
I think it's a little bit of both actually. One of her gentlemen, he was in town and she sent me a picture of them together. I was like, what? I said, no, actually, she FaceTimed me.
Yeah, that was the first time we ever did that either. That was fun.
But then she calls over somebody else for me, and
while I was with him.
Reciprocation.
And it was like, it was like touche. So it was it was fun.
And then it was weird because when I pulled up in front of the house, they were in here, and I was like, I sat in the car and just chilled for a minute. I was talking on the phone and talking to old dude that I just left, and I hit him up like, "Are you good? Are you guys finished?" And he was like, "Yeah, you could have been came in the house." I was like, "No, I just wanted you to have your time." So it was like a reciprocation of me. It was just our thing.
Yeah, and so I mean, it's a turn on.
Fun too.
To watch or just hear the stories or get the video. Or
I wanted to get it in.
Yeah. So
Okay, time for her to go.
I think that's
that's when you kick somebody like, okay, you gotta go.
Yeah. So I mean, the sex with us it's already intense, but it just intensified it more. So I mean, it's definitely a turn on.
And the fact that you guys are married, you've been with each other for so long, you know each other's type.
That's been 19 years.
19 years.
So you know. Oh, they shot 19 years. That's a
19 years and counting.
All right, we almost hit that 20.
Oh my God! Oh, we're renewing our vows. So yes,
that's
it's
what I'm
definitely.
talking about. So I mean, almost 20 years in, D, you know what kind of men she likes and attracts to. V, you know
somewhat. I'm still learning.
Still learning.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
Still haven't fully understood. You still don't know her type. Like,
I know why he says that. But yeah.
Still trying to figure it out.
I
know she like dark skin. So.
Okay.
Well, I like a variety.
Yeah, so that's what. See, exactly. I'm trying to figure it out.
I like a variety. I love dark skin because my husband is awesome and chocolate. I call him my chocolate delight. But I have a variety. I show no shade to anyone. So.
So with this,
you just gotta be puffy. Like I like big dudes.
You like big dudes?
Yeah.
Okay. So like a good 250 and above.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They gotta be like some. I mean, these young cats been hollering up the. So it's been interesting with these young cats, but I do like they're a little bit slimmer, but I do like.
Well, you got to give the young guys, time to get older. Their metabolism will slow down. They're gonna get bigger. They got that fast metabolism.
Oh my God, that metabolism is awesome.
Trust me, they're gonna gain. They're gonna gain. just hang in there. So I mean, how for the viewers watching who may be interested, who may be thinking like, maybe that's something I should try in my marriage. How would a couple or a woman? What would be the steps for them to get started? Well, like you just jump out there? Or?
Oh no. If you've watched any of the previous videos, you know that our thing is communication. So you gotta have that pillow talk. You gotta have that talk in the bedroom and talk about your fantasy. Go ahead, baby.
Can I interject?
Yeah, sure.
Not to cut you off, but it's first to say, hey, this is what you want as a woman. A lot of females are scared to tell their mate because of their mate ego that they want something like this. They are afraid to even approach the situation or the topic because of what they already know, the disappointment that may come with it. So, or the judgment that may come with it. So it's just being honest with yourself first and knowing your mate and knowing if they are even able to even introduce the conversation in, You
get a lot of women in the lifestyle who, if they're just really starting out, it's more of the I'm just into women, and it's more of the I'm just doing this to per se please my mate, and when it's time for them to I want to experience a male, it's a double standard. So I think it's more of a being able to open up as a male, like, okay, she wants to experience this, she's let me experience several other women, so why not? And I think that's where it's like, you got to give a little to get a little.
I heard that. No, I actually think that that's the way to go, because at the end of the day, you don't want it to be one-sided. If they can give you that privilege, why not give them the same privilege in return? And I think that balance in and of itself, I think that can help mitigate any, ill will or any feelings, because, and I guess that was going to be my follow-up question, like, has there ever been instances where, either you sent a guy to her or she sent a girl to you and things went left? Like, either they weren't a pleasant experience, or the sex was terrible, or it's just like...
there was one situation.
One situation.
Just one situation?
One situation, literally.
And the gentleman...
not saying no names.
Yeah, not saying any names.
We ain't naming no names here.
No, the gentleman was... We've interacted with them, just, hey, how you doing, and what have you. So one day he felt froggy and was like, you know what, I would like to experience your wife, but he was talking buku shit in the process. It was respectful, but he was talking buku
like his
shit.
shit was the business.
Yeah, it's like,
he hyped himself up.
Oh my God.
I'm able to do this. I can leap tall windows and buildings and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, great, baby, he gonna give you a workout.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I can already see where this is going.
Anticipating the conversation.
I'm like, okay.
And he came over, we were drinking and having a good old time, and one thing led to another. And let's just say hubby texted me in the middle of the festivities and was like, baby, I apologize, I will make this up to you, I promise. And he wound up, while old dude was in the process, he wound up calling my other boo, and my other boo came over that night and
relieved the guy.
Yeah.
And like, hey, time to go.
We had dude gone. Like, he was
like,
gone.
Okay, you gotta go.
You gotta go. It wasn't enjoyable.
Early, so
yeah.
Like, okay, cool.
But it's still early, and it was like, I really didn't play with dude, so it was, he just, I don't like guys that got big egos and don't know what to do with their ego. And so it's like, they thinking, number one, a lot of guys are intimidated by me. One way or another, and I realized that, and I thought, I took it as a me issue, and I asked hubby, I'm like, is it me? And he's like, no, it's like, don't take ownership of that. He was like, guys can be intimidated because of who you are. They can't come with the bullshit with you. They can't come because, number one, my husband knows everything. They never been with a female that's transparent and honest. Like, I
That's
let
very
him.
Transparent.
I'm very transparent. I'm very honest. I love my husband. He ain't going nowhere. You understand? And regardless of what we do, and I'm not going nowhere. I tell him at the end of the day, I suck his dick the best. So ain't no chick messing with this right here. But on the same token, we balance each other, and we have a chemistry that I have never seen. And, I didn't see it in my family, past. I didn't see the chemistry me and my husband have. We literally are glued together. And I love him to the piece of my core. So I would never ever do anything that would disrespect him. So,
and vice versa.
And vice versa.
Yeah, it's a mutual respect compared to, you'll see couples and they're cursing each other out, and it's like, well, that's how we communicate, and that's how we know. That's not love. That's
not healthy.
Toxicity. So, I mean, if it works for them, but it works for them. But I know that doesn't work for us, and I don't want people around us who has that type of toxicity.
Yeah, that's my king. That's mine. That's mine. It's my king.
Like, I respect her to the core. We have
under
kids
God,
together.
it's him.
we have kids together. So if I'm disrespecting her,
then I'm disrespecting our kids.
I'm the male example. And it's like, so this is
of
how
our daughters.
every male supposed to treat their woman, and no, it's like, So to see the way I treat her, I want them to reach towards that goal or something bigger.
And how he treat me sexually, just put the icing on top of the cake. Like us entertaining.
Icing on top of the cake.
It's the icing on top of the cake. The reason why I say that, because people look at our relationship and say, you guys are out there. Y'all out there. I'm not. Y'all wild. Reality is, we're really not. We just like what we like,
When
and
we
we're
do it,
honest.
we do it to the best of our ability.
Yeah, we're still mommy and daddy.
Yeah, usually
outside of this,
our weekends consist of
kids,
watching
lifetime.
What we watched yesterday?
Because we are busy throughout the week, so the weekend is like our chill time.
We watched what, Tasha K and whatnot?
Yeah, like we just do random shit.
So weekends just chilling.
Yeah, you
chilling,
know,
hanging
in
out.
between, like people think because we're in the lifestyle, or because we do lifestyle activities, and we always talk about that. Our company is based on sexual and pleasing enjoyment, and how people can enjoy sex much better, but that's not our life 24/7. So when we take these moments of him enjoying me being a hot wife, lack for words, it's our time.
It's a time. It's
for us to dedicate to each other.
Yeah, we call it adult time.
Yeah.
So it's more of forget life, forget what we got going on. This is what we're gonna do. We already have sex regularly, but it's more of
we have great sex.
I heard that.
But it's more of
we have great sex.
Okay, let's say experience. Let's do something wild.
Yeah.
So it's just the experience of what we already have going on.
So when I was looking up hot wife, obviously, people are going to make videos and there are articles comparing cuckold and hot wife. How would you compare and contrast? Because obviously, cuckold, and I'm not sure. Well, no, you know what? It was mentioned in a video with you guys, but I haven't done a full video on being a cuckold. But what are the differences, or what distinguishes a cuckold from a hot wife?
I would say, hold up, can we pause for a second for the cause?
Pause for the cause.
Listen, I didn't know what hot wife was until last year. And the reason why I knew what hot wife was because of my wonderful husband. We were already doing hot wife activities. But I didn't know there was a meaning or a word or anything to what we were doing. So I just need to interject into that until my wonderful husband explained and said, baby, this is what it is. And I'm like, well, we already do that. And he's like, well,
we already doing it.
We already been doing that. So he's like, oh, it's a meaning to it. Now I know the meaning.
Yeah.
So you want to explain it, Daddy?
Yeah, of course. But the whole cuckold thing, I think the hot wife is experienced the bull. The bull is a single male who's brought into males, single male or males who's brought in to please a wife. So the cuckold, you have cuckold humiliation, like they're talking about him like, oh my God, his dick is so huge, your little penis can't please me, that type of shit.
I don't do those.
Then you have the whole cuckold who's a stag. That's more of he gets off by watching his wife. It's no humiliation. It's more of
he just likes to sit in the corner.
Yeah,
and
he
watch.
just likes to sit in the corner and just watch and beat off or whatever else. Or then you have the submissive cuckold. The submissive cuckold is the one who's doing the cleanup, or he's bringing towels in to make sure she's all right and everything else. It's more of the, I guess, submissive, being submissive to the wife's needs and pleasure. So it's different levels of being a couple. So
with the
hot wife.
And the hot wife is, you have a dominating hot wife who's give me 10 cocks and I want 10 dicks all at once. That's the one who's in the gangbangs.
All right. Okay.
So I want one in the future.
So that's the one that's like a higher level of the hot wife. It's a whole dynamic to it. Then you have, if you're of Caucasian persuasion, you have the Queen of Spades, and that's women who are into
black guys.
Yeah, black guys, BBCs. But it's a derogatory term, and what have you. Yeah, that leads up to it.
A lot of what you guys were saying, I'm like, okay, this
I
is
wasn't
stuff
going
I've
too
seen.
fast, was I?
No, you're good.
Okay,
no,
cool.
I was just, for me.
Was I?
Are y'all turned on right now?
Yeah, I was turned on by
Viewers out there, are you turned on?
Y'all already know who I am. Y'all know how it gets down. So don't act surprised.
Then it's a submissive hot wife.
Okay, so what would you characterize me as being? Because I think I do both.
Dominant. I think it's more of a dominant thing.
So V is a dominant.
Yeah, so it's
but that's my personality.
It's submissive but dominant. it's like once she's in a mode, it's like
I go into submission.
I want some more.
Yeah.
Give me some more. And it's like
So you're like a hybrid. You can be dominant.
yeah, she can switch.
Yeah,
Okay.
But
switch.
I have that
And
option.
it's like give me some more. And funny story was, a few guys. It was what two bulls, whatever.
Mm-mm.
So they were done and everything else, and it was like she was like, I want some more. And they were like,
That's just being greedy.
I just went back to that moment.
and it was like,
and we've been
now they're
for
younger,
like,
yeah,
how long
about
have we
3-4
been
hours.
for like 4 hours.
Yeah, and it was like,
Don't you get tired? Don't
it
you
was
have a
like
water break?
exactly. It was like
We have
some
water
more.
breaks.
I said,
We have water
listen,
breaks.
don't worry about that. I'll take care of it. When we get home." Thank you, D.
And he's like 28,
Yeah,
right?
27.
Yeah,
3-4
he's like,
hours. I'm like, I want
24,
to chill.
no.
and
not
that one's
24, no.
32.
No,
He's
like
28.
30.
He's 28.
30,
33?
no, 31, 32.
Yeah. that
Yeah,
one's
so they're in
31,
their early,
32.
I mean, late 20s.
It was like, wait, who the fuck is she?
And it's so that's where I'm like, she's more dominant, whereas somebody else would be a little bit more submissive, but she's submissive / dominant.
I think I get submissive within the act.
Yeah,
During the act.
the
of
act.
it.
But once
Because
it's
one
like,
thing you gotta realize, I'm still Lady V.
mm-hmm.
And so Lady V is gonna be Lady V regardless if I'm with a male or a female. I'm gonna still be Lady V. So that's where the
where
guys
she's
come
extra
into.
dominant with a woman.
Yeah. With the female, I'm extremely dominant. With the male, I tend to be submissive.
More submissive. I can see that.
Submissive yet dominant.
You know, let me ask you something because it's a question burning in my mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I like being around, I love being around you two because anyone who's around Lady V and D Black knows you two are in love. You two are about to be. You two are about to be 20 years
20
married.
years
Which 20? Trust me, a lot of people don't make 20 years. A lot of people don't make 10 years.
in. Exactly.
You know, divorce rate is high. You two, I mean, obviously, anybody who's around you knows you guys love each other.
For real.
You make after 19 years, you still make each other horny.
Yeah.
So, do you think open marriage or swinging? Do you think that could possibly be a solution for a lot of couples? Because again, you have a lot of couples who are not in the lifestyle, and their marriages are crumbling. I mean, I can speak for definitely from experience. Do you think that if more couples were honest about their intentions or their wants or their sexual proclivities with their spouse, do you think that could abate a lot of divorce or a lot of acrimonious relationships?
I would say yes.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not here to save your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If your relationship needs saving, then you need to run far away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Reason being because you want to heal yourself, because this relationship is just the icing on top of the cake, the sprinkles on top of the ice cream. However way you want to do it, this is all it is. However, your foundation has to be strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with us, our foundation is strong because we believe in each other. Like,
we have shit to lose.
facts, facts.
Especially me. It's like, okay, not only do I have to explain something to her, it's like, Dad, what happened? Why did? So now I have 3 women I gotta explain. So you did? No, I don't
Yeah.
want them type of issues.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, I have a whole lot to lose. So I'd rather be upfront and honest. And I think couples should be more upfront and honest with what they want. Yeah, what they want sexually, what they want from each other, with each other, financially, spiritually. Just be honest, because once you hold all that in, it's like now it's resentment. Oh, here, show him and cook the steak the way I want it. You never told her how you want your steak cooked.
Yeah, and it's honest. Like, he's my best friend. A lot of relationships have not satisfied. I do. I like you too.
Y'all like each other?
Like you,
Yeah,
we like
that's
each
so
other.
cool.
Like we honestly are best friends outside of sex. We talk to each other. We communicate. We make decisions with each other about our kids. Like, and our kids are the other half of us. So we like each other outside of the bedroom, which makes the bedroom even more enjoyable. Like, we can be able to be our authentic self in the bedroom because we already know there's no judgment between our relationship. He can come to me and say whatever he wants, and I'm still going to be like, okay, that's it. All right, so what we going to do? All right, let me see that. And he'll be like, babe, this is what I want to, this is how I feel, or this is how I am. And vice versa. I'll be like, babe, this is what I want to experience. Like right now, I got to really out for somebody. And this person, I just saw her today, and I was like, yo, when we going to make this shit happen? Captain. Like, let's. But and I called him, and it was the weird part because as I'm driving, I just finished hanging up the phone from her. And I called him and was like, babe, was I too aggressive? It's like, because the first person I choose to think in my head to call is him.
And I was like, I'm just trying to be there.
He's like, I just want to watch. I'm like,
I want you to watch.
He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Like, just let me know when and where to be.
But it's like this person's chemistry and my chemistry, we just gel. And it's like, I'm more so of a dominant with the female, like he said. I'm more submissive with guys, but with her, it's like, so when we gonna do this? Like, why we keep on playing these cat and mouse games? When we gonna hook up and when we gonna?
And that's a good segue into my next question, because what I wanted to ask you directly is, what are some of the, from your experience, what are some of the personality and character traits of a hot wife? I mean, do you think, as far as women who are hot wives, are they typically more assertive in life, or are they more alpha women, or what are some of the, like, for typically, women that you come across?
I feel, from what I'm seeing and who I am, I can only speak, and I know I only speak for me and my experiences, but from what I'm seeing from other females, are females that's owning their sexuality.
Definitely.
And it's like, I'm owning who I am. I don't care about your judgment. If I want 4 dicks at one time, I'm going to get 4 dicks at one time. And I don't care how you feel about it, what your thoughts are about it, because I'm going to do me. And that's what I feel a hot wife is. It's exactly what the title is. You're a hot wife. You're the bad bitch. You can say
sexually unapologetic.
Yes, like, come on, like, at the end of the day, like,
sexually unapologetic.
Like, at the end of the day, you're being who you want to be without anybody judging who you are or have any comments on who you are or their judgment towards what you do. You're just being yourself. And you enjoying it with the one person that you're going to enjoy this life with and who God called you to be with. Then do what the fuck you do. Enjoy it and be that. If you want to get 5 dicks at one time, that's on you. And understand that's when you look in the mirror, as long as you can look in the mirror and say, this is who I am, I don't give a fuck. Man, do you. Be that hot wife. Man, take them dicks and enjoy it.
Take them dicks.
And enjoy it.
Enjoy it. I do.
So, another question.
Sure.
And I'm just asking because this is me putting on my
And wait.
public health hat.
Hold on 1 second. I do got to say one thing. It's not being a hoe. Because y'all interpretation of people is that...
But hoe is life.
Hoe is life. Very true.
Hoe is life.
Hoe is life.
Is that going to be the hashtag?
No, it's one of our friends' hashtags.
Hoe is life.
Hoe is life. So, but don't sit there and get it misconstrued that we just fuck anybody, because we don't.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's actually what I was going to ask. Like, for the people who may be detractors, or even for the people who may be, kind of iffy about it, what would you say as far as the health concerns? Like, for people who may be like, well, are there ever concerns about STDs?
I'm happy you said that.
I'm very happy you said that.
I try to come up with some great questions.
Then I'm happy you said that.
So there's testing and what have you. Like
yes, and it's sent to our group chat.
Well, not our bulls, her bulls and what. Well, our bulls, they're cool. Yeah, they're cool and whatnot, but they send their testing and, hey, look, here's my results, here's what's going on, and it's constant communication. So it's nothing. So it's no, oh, well, I didn't know, or we know everything. So and
that's a requirement.
Yeah.
With anybody, because we open play and we play with others and we like playing with others. We try to make sure that we're good and that besides us being good, that they're good too. We don't want to ever put anybody's life in any jeopardy because we're trying to be open and free. So that's very important, and that's to each its own, but that's a requirement for us.
I can dig it. So, last question, and then we're going to transition to the book and events and other stuff you got going on. Okay. So for the viewers out there, because we're going to have, I know this video is going to get a lot of viewership. So for the women who may be on the cusp, maybe thinking about it like, well, I want to have this conversation with my man, I want to have this conversation with my husband, what would be some parting thoughts right now as someone who's embraced her sexuality, someone who's embraced, you know, the title of Hotwife, and you have the proof to show people you have an awesome husband, you got 20 years in the game, you got lovely children. So for the women out there who may be thinking about it, what would you say to those women? What would you say to the hot wives of tomorrow?
Well, first, hot wives of tomorrow, I like that. First off, know who you are. You can't be anybody's hot wife unless you're a hot wife for yourself. And know who you are. Know the power that you possess within. We as women get told who we are all the time. And this situation, you can own who you are rather than told who you are. If you own that and own your own sexuality, you can have whatever your heart's desire as long as you own it. You know, we can't put this on anybody else. We can't say, hey, baby, would you like to see me with this? No, do you want to see yourself with 4 dicks in a room and you sucking on one at a time? Own that. If this is what you are, then do that and be who you are and be honest with your mate. Because the last thing you want to do is cheat, and the last thing you want to do is make your mate feel like they're not inadequate enough to be with you or for you. So I would say our future hot wives, listen, I know you're out there. I know you're out there. And don't say, hey, Lady V, you just saying that because your husband cool with that. And no, my husband is cool with that because we built that communication, and you can build that communication as well, as long as you're being honest with yourself. Take self-ownership for how you feel and what you want. And then you can express that to your mate and be real with them. And know how, because like we always say, we said it in the past interviews, so it's nothing new. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So it's, you know, hey, this is what I'm interested, and also be ready to hear, well, this is what I want as well, and be open to receive that, because you can't put something out there in the universe and not expect for it to come back to you. So either way, you gotta be open with yourself and your mate and being honest. Like, be you, and if this is what you desire, put it out there and see what happens. If it's a no, then take that no. And maybe
receptive of it.
Yeah, maybe we can try this later on, but don't take a no as, oh, he don't want to do this. But no,
maybe not 4 dicks, maybe 2.
Oh, start off with 2.
Maybe we can start with 2. You know, I can see about that. Maybe 1.
Maybe 1.
1 with my mate.
So
but it's how you
It's
do
an introduction.
it.
Just start off with 1.
Maybe
graduate to 2.
Exactly. Like, don't be Lady V and try to jump out there and be like, oh, I could take 4 this and 1 that. No. But just do it on your own pace and be real with yourself. Because the last person you want to be phony with is being phony with yourself.
Okay, I can dig that. Okay, I'm digging this. I am really digging this topic, and I know the viewers will too. Everybody out there, if you're watching, make sure you subscribe.
How about future husbands that want to...
the future...
What would you say a future stag?
Because the term, you said stag, bull, and what else?
Stags are the husbands, of course.
Okay.
But there's hot wives / vixens, if you...
Yeah.
So it's a whole...
So do you break it down for the junior stags out there?
So for the junior stags, I would say to don't pressure your wife, your mate, into something that they're not ready for. You may have a fantasy about it, but your fantasy may become a nightmare to them if you consistently, I want to see you do this, I want to see you do that. So now it's more badgering than anything, and it's not going to be, they're not going to be open to anything. It's going to be more of a, I don't want to do that, because it's more pressure. So don't put any pressure on them. Let them make their own decision. You can talk, you can lead them to water, but you can't make them drink. Here's some literature, or hey, let's go to a swinging event if you're not already.
Be a voyeur.
Yeah, be a voyeur. If you're not already in the lifestyle, let's go to a strip club. Let's start off there. Let's
start crawl before you walk.
Yeah,
Like
have fantasy talk in the bedroom. Like if you know her favorite actor is Jason Momoa. What do you think about?
Sorry,
you get what I'm saying?
Just had to throw his name out there.
Jason Momoa. Like, oh my God, you wanna suck on Jason Momoa's cock or something like that. But it's starting the conversation, making her more comfortable compared to badgering. So just take the pressure off.
Dr. D Black breaking it down.
Dr. D Black, I need that.
There you go. Okay.
Let's speak that to existence.
Well, I can't honestly let you guys transition out without breaking down where can people find you?
Of course.
Where can they buy your merchandise? Podcast, social media. I see right there you have an interesting book right in between you.
Wow.
Care to share the title and what it's about?
Well, this book is called The Vee and Dee. It's the dichotomy of Laydee Vee. It's pretty much my story. For me, people always ask, "Hey, what made you be Laydee Vee? What developed into Laydee Vee? How did you become Laydee Vee?"
Becoming Laydee Vee.
Becoming Laydee Vee.
I'm dropping all kind of jewels up in this.
Let's talk about that.
You know what, man?
So, this book is the first part 1. It says volume 1. Volume 2 is coming very soon. Okay. But volume 1, it just tells how it began, how my story began, and the journey of meeting Laydee Vee. And Laydee Vee wasn't even thought about with this book. The next book is Laydee Vee flat out. But, this is becoming Trinity and learning who, Trinity. And you guys, if you read the book, you'll learn who Trinity is. But it's my story, how I overcome me being molested, how I overcome me being a stripper, and moving into now meeting my wonderful husband. So it's my journey to life. Now, part 2, it's more about sex. It's more about our sexual, our intimate details, our foursomes, fivesomes, and quadrisomes, and a whole bunch of other sums. So it's, more detailed about Laydee Vee, revolving into who she is. But this wonderful baby, this is my baby, and it took me 8 years to write this book. If you hit me up in my Facebook, I can get you an autographed copy. However, and that autographed copy, that's come with the letter from me. And I do handwrite every single letter. Every single letter I handwrite and make it more intimate for my viewers, because you guys you're supporting me, so I want to give you all of me. So I'll write a letter and I'll, and sign it for you if you hit me up directly. If you do not want the signed copy, which is no shade, no worries, you can go directly to Amazon and type in The Vee and Dee book, and you'll see my baby come up. And to support it, it's definitely my story, and it's my journey, and it's me being transparent about my bisexuality.
Well, viewers out there, don't worry. We're going to make it real easy for you. We're just going to put the link in the description, and all you got to do is click on it. Click on it. It will take you directly to the Amazon page where you can purchase the book and show some support. Give it a thumbs up, just like you're going to give this video a thumbs up. And you're going to subscribe. If you're going to watch, you got to subscribe, okay? We need you to hit that subscribe button. Hit hard. That's what I'm talking about.
And how can they find us? They got to be able to find us,
yes.
right?
Go to
Instagram.
Instagram
is Dvpassion.
Dvpassion. Twitter is dvpassionlove.
Our website is sexperts.
Dvpassion. Sexperts with an S at the end.
Dvpassion. My page is Laydee Vee, LaydeeVee. Now hold up. If you come to my Facebook, there is a disclosure on my page. Please watch the disclosure before adding me as a friend, because I want you guys to know, listen, coming to my page is unfiltered. It's is what you see is what you get.
Don't look at it while you're at work.
Okay, don't look at my page while you at work. Don't look at my page while you in front of your parents, because Lady V is going to, you may see me diva out, panties and everything, just showing it all. Or you may see me talk some real shit, how I want 3 dicks right now. But at the end of the day, it's me being real, me being unfiltered.
You know,
so if you're unable to handle that, don't go on my page.
I can definitely attest to that firsthand. I definitely, and I'm going to say this and close out. I do remember, I was, you know what? Just killing time. I was at church last year, and I saw her ass, and I'm like, okay. I'm sitting next to people. I'm like, okay. And
let me close down.
And I wasn't. It wasn't even the intention. I was just going. I think I was talking to you about something. I went to your page, and I was like, oh, you know what? It was Instagram.
That's what definitely Instagram. Yeah,
I was looking at your Instagram.
Thank God it wasn't Twitter.
Thank God it wasn't Twitter.
Yeah.
Dvpassion at Twitter is something else to look at.
dvpassionlove.
Well, we're going to have all this information in the description. So, viewers, we're going to make it very easy. Just click on it, and you will have access to Lady Vee and Dee Black.
Can't forget the OnlyFans.
And the OnlyFans. We're going to have all this in the description because, again, we want people to follow you. We want people to subscribe. We want people to buy your book. And, again, if you are especially, and I can't stress enough, if you are living in Atlanta and you don't know Lady Vee and Dee Black, something's wrong with you, but it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay because the cavalry is here.
Come to the church.
Come to the church, okay? Like, because we're here to help. We're here to help.
You don't know us, you better ask your auntie, your uncle.
You better ask your deacon.
Couples.
Your favorite favorite couples.
Yes.
You better ask your next door neighbor, somebody.
Look how our cat trying to get into the video behind it.
Well, I knew we were going to have some pussy in here some kind of way.
Hey.
All right, Lady Vee, Dee Black, thank you so much for another awesome installment.
Love y'all.
Thank you so much, everybody out there. Make sure you subscribe. This is Trey Amazing. This is Ringside. And we are back at again, Corner Confessions. And we are out. Peace.
Peace.